I think it's pretty safe to say that one of the most intriguing and mysterious characters within the Star Wars franchise has got to be Darth Plagueis. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, with both J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio working very hard on this film, there have been a lot of script rewrites and adjustments before in the past for the characters of Chewbacca, Rey, Kylo Ren, and Luke Skywalker, and the list goes on. So they are really trying to put their heart and soul into this movie and really make it resonate with a lot of fans around the world. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which specifically has all to do with a hint of Darth Plagueis and his connection in Episode 9. Specifically, a description of course, a sequence involving Rey inside of a vault full of both Jedi and Sith relics. One that is very similar to the one that belonged to Palpatine on Pilio. Both Rey and R2-D2 are going through some relics covered under tarps. The next goes over a painting mounted on a wall, in front of her with R2-D2 shining a flashlight at the painting. It is a hooded figure that looks like a moon, holding a staff similar to Rey's with glowing eyes. The cloak of the figure is color brown. This could very well further indicate that this is a vault that once belonged to Palpatine and is on the planet Jakku. On the painting, alright, there are sets of Arabic writing that may translate to a specific, very interesting for sure, a specific quote that is actually by Darth Plagueis himself. So the thing that I really want to go over is how this figure is covered in a brown cloak and very much looks like the species of the moon species, which is of course Darth Plagueis, at least in Legends material. Currently, under the Disney canon, Darth Plagueis is not that species. We don't know what he is in the Disney canon as far as we know from the books and all that. It doesn't really classify him as a Mun. So looking at everything here, alright, with the painting of Darth Plagueis, to me this sounds very interesting for sure, and I believe that this is yet another hint that Emperor Palpatine will be involved in Episode 9, as we have been hearing these past couple of months or so about Palpatine and his involvement in this movie. So Rey being inside of this vault with R2-D2, it kind of brings me back to a moment in Star Wars Dark Empire. Again, like I say, Disney, Lucasfilm, the creatives involved within this movie, it seems like they're cherry-picking a lot of elements from both the EU and Star Wars Legends material. If this is indeed Emperor Palpatine's vault, kind of like how it was in Battlefront 2 on Pilio, this could absolutely be the planet Jakku, and let's go over that for a second. Now, we do know that from some of the Aftermath novels that Palpatine had a huge interest in the planet Jakku. There were a lot of things that were actually transferred there from the Empire. So there could be a vault on Jakku, and that's why they are filming over in Jordan for Episode 9 for a total of 3 months. That's a good chunk of the story of Episode 9. So for a good amount of the story, we will be on whatever desert world this is going to be, whether it's Jeddah, Tatooine, Jakku, or just a new one in general. This could absolutely be the location of this vault that actually holds Jedi and Sith relics. Now, just yesterday, we went over a scene leak, and we went over some of the leaked photographs of the set after it was cleaned, and very interestingly, alright, we actually learned that Rey, Daisy Ridley, was using a blue lightsaber on set for Episode 9. Could it be that she goes inside of this vault and comes across a lightsaber of her own and uses that instead of repairing the Skywalker lightsaber? It's possible. As far as the Darth Plagueis painting goes, I think that this is just yet another hint that Emperor Palpatine has been storing a lot of things away across the entire galaxy, and they're finally going to show these belongings to Palpatine on the big screen in order to make it mainstream and really show all the fans around the world of what Plagueis and of course Palpatine were really doing. With that being said, with the character of Rey, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are giving her a very important lineage in Episode 9. They are changing certain elements of the character, and it's going to be emotionally satisfying. And that is another thing to look forward to for sure when it comes to the character of Rey. As far as Darth Plagueis goes, I find him to be a very intriguing character for one reason. He's mysterious. We really know nothing about him. Kind of the same thing with Supreme Leader Snoke. At least we got to see him on screen. That's one step above Plagueis, of course. However, there's a very mysterious backstory, and we do know that Andy Serkis knows the backstory of Snoke. Could Snoke be Plagueis? Could the power of essence transfer have been used here between Plagueis and Snoke going into a different body? That's another possibility for sure. Again, this movie is said to do a lot of crazy things, a lot of twists and turns that will shock fans, a lot of surprises are coming our way, and we will be prepared for all of this because I think that we are really in for a treat when it comes to Star Wars Episode 9. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.